Hi everybody, I'm Jack. This is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Well, Sunday afternoon, I just got back from the gym and I'm in between. In between just having had a big thing of ice cream and about to go lay down and possibly take a nap. Although I'll probably not sleep. I very rarely sleep during the day. So anyhow, before I did and checked out for the day, I thought I would do a video. And the subject today is low fat, raw vegan, or plant based, and want to talk about how routine can help you on your journey. I do videos every day, mostly on raw vegan, but I talk about plant based in general because plant based saves lives, in my opinion. I get into a little fitness from now and then, and I'll usually do a weekend talk on maybe my meditation practice or just something I'm thinking about. A little off the subject of food. So, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, I'd appreciate if you'd hit that subscribe button now. Click on the little bell and check send notifications so you'll stay subscribed to the channel. Yeah, it was. It's just I like the weekends, even though there's really no difference for me between the weekdays and the weekends because I work, from my little home office right over there. But things are a little bit slower. The gym's a little slower on the weekend. I don't know. I still just kind of like it. But want to talk today about the how routine helps. I can, it's funny. I just kind of keep trying to spin the wheels and think about it. Just little tips and tricks, something that'll get you there. I've thrown out about a whole bunch of them. This lifestyle, listen, it's just not as complicated as people want to make it out. I go back to what I say all the time. It's just about how much effort you're willing to put into it. Some people don't have to put effort into it. That's probably not the fair part about it. I haven't put a lot of effort into this lifestyle. I know a number of people that just kind of really like what we're eating. But some people, because of probably their locations, their living situations, their work situations, a lot of different things. A lot of people struggle on this lifestyle. So if you're not going to put some effort into it, you might want to go look for something else to dabble in because, anything in life, you're going to have to put a little something into it. Now, what do I mean by putting effort in here and routine? Okay, listen, especially in the beginning, this is more for beginners and more for people that might be struggling on this lifestyle even after doing it for some time. In the beginning, it's all new to you. It's new to you how much you need to eat. It's new to you eating all this fruits and vegetables. It's new to you not eating for some. It's new to you not eating animal products, and for most, not eating cooked food is a drastic departure from how you've lived and how you've eaten for most of your life. So cravings are going to pop up. You're gonna want things. You're gonna be hungry, just hungry in general at times, and then other times you're gonna be hungry for something specific. Now, one thing I've mentioned on a lot of videos is it's in my opinion, it's hard to have a craving. I'm not even sure it's possible to have a craving when you're full, when you're satiated, and that's what I wanted to talk about today. It's almost kind of like having some routine. It's kind of like getting out ahead of things. You know yourself. So I'm not like throwing out any specifics here, but how do you structure your day? Do you just go willy-nilly through the day and eat whenever you eat when you're hungry? Which I'm not knocking that in general, like listening to your body, feeding it when you're hungry, but you probably don't have the instincts developed yet. You're not in tune enough with your body just to go from the beginning on, okay, now it's time to eat. If you use this method, you're probably going to end up having to try to pull willpower into the equation. And willpower, this lifestyle is really not about willpower because, we're getting to eat plenty of food. So it's about being smart. Eat plenty of food. Always stay out ahead of the situation. I always recommend to people, start off strong in the morning. If you want to be one of these people that fast half the day or 3/4 of the day and you wait till 12 or 1 and it fits your lifestyle and it's working for you, go ahead and do it. Anything that's working for you, I'm not going to try to, I wouldn't even recommend changing it. But for most people get hungry. And and not eating a good solid breakfast before they go off to work or go off to where they're going to, or just even being around the house with all the temptations around, is just a recipe for failure. um, if you get out ahead of that, like, if you start, boom, you get up in the morning, get some hydration going. I don't always do this, but yeah, it is good to have some water when you first get up in the morning, maybe before you start eating. But I'm not going to tell you, oh, you eat immediately, eat 30 minutes after you get up, eat an hour, but sometime in the realm of when you normally eat the first time of the day, go big, go big. And that's that time of the day when it's just really good. Just eat fruit. Just eat fruit. Just eat nice cream. Maybe a smoothie. I do like my breakfast smoothies in the morning. Yeah, but just start off, like have your fruit. Have a big fruit breakfast. Listen, to get ahead of things, if you're new to this lifestyle, big bowl of ice cream in the morning. Now, yeah, there's probably better things to have than ice cream every single morning. And, I quite personally, I do generally like to have something that's a little bit more hydrating, at least for my first meal of the day, whether I'm just eating some juicy fruit, like mangoes, or you could have melons or whatever, or whether I'm having like a green smoothie that, has some water in it. But in the beginning, like I say, you're just trying to get used to this lifestyle. So have a big breakfast. Start out strong. If listen, identify your trouble spots. Identify your trouble spots. When do you normally, after you have that big breakfast, when do you normally start having problems again? Or do you, maybe you don't have problems? I guess it depends on how you live. I've never had a problem because I don't have some sort of a time frame. I don't think of things as breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a snack. I just eat when I get hungry again. But some people won't do that. So maybe if you work, or maybe it's not convenient just to go prepare something else, think ahead. Do you normally get hungry at the office, or do you get hungry doing whatever you're doing around 10, mid-morning, a little after mid-morning? Have that snack ready. Take some bananas with you. Have some bananas ready if you're going to be running around town with you. But don't necessarily wait. Like, know that time and eat something. Get out ahead of it. Eat that snack. Eat at a certain time of day, and then just kind of keep that rolling throughout the day. I'm just never really hungry. I mean, I guess that's why this lifestyle just isn't that challenging, because I'm constantly just kind of eating food. Now, I don't mean that literally. I'm not eating all throughout the day, but I'm eating enough and close enough to where I don't deal with hunger. I'll normally, if I have a big smoothie, there's probably, I'd say in the morning, there's probably on average, between the first time I eat in the morning and then when I eat again, probably about 3 hours. So identify those trouble spots, like, okay, maybe it's mid-morning and maybe it's mid-afternoon. Those are only 2 times of the day. Do you know how easy that is to correct? If you just, like you say, okay, every morning I need to plan, around 10, 10:30, whatever it is for you. In the afternoon, 2:30, 3:30, right before you're heading to go home, you might need to eat something, but get out ahead of that. If you're keeping yourself full, if you're keeping yourself satiated, I don't think cravings can exist. I mean, if you're not hungry, I don't think it's possible to have a craving. So, you can head these cravings off before you even have to deal with them. And once you get hungry, and the longer you let it go, and those cravings slip in there, you're not ready to fight them off yet. After a while, now I said this is not really a lifestyle that you want to depend on discipline to do. That's how diets used to be. I mean, try to eliminate all from your thinking everything diet related that you've done in the past, whether it's to lose weight or to get healthy, and just eat. It's so, I think it's counterintuitive to people. People have been so used to restricting on whatever form of diet or health regimen they've done. They just still can't wrap their head around just eat whenever you want to, because when you let the cravings start get in, and the worst thing you can do, the absolute worst thing you can do, is not doing, letting yourself get hungry. And the best thing to do would be not to ever get hungry and kind of head it off. and be ahead of it. Second best thing to do is have something around emergency to eat, and as soon as those hunger pains kick in, eat immediately. Absolute worst thing you can do, especially in the beginning or for people struggling on this lifestyle, is you get hungry and you start thinking, okay, I'll hold on, I'll hold on. That ain't gonna work. That is not gonna work. The psychology, it just builds, it builds, it builds. It's almost like trying to get a thought out of your head, like trying to get a song out of your head or whatever. When you start getting hungry and you're trying to hold out till lunch, you're trying to hold out till you go do something or you're gonna be in a better position to eat, it just starts building. That little craving just starts building, 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 building. It takes over your brain, and then boom, eventually there you are. You're going down to the snack machine, or you're going out with the people in your office, or maybe you're going out and having coffee and a slice of something in the afternoon if you're, maybe if you're a homemaker or you're somebody that doesn't go to the office for the day. But anyhow, just throwing a bunch of different scenarios out there, but stay ahead of it. Stay ahead of it. This stuff is really easy. These little hacks I give you, these little hacks and these little psychological tricks and whatever are going to get you there, going to help you way more than than finding the next great recipe or finding the next great book or system that tells you if you do this and you do that. It makes people feel like that. I don't know, I think it makes people feel better about it when they're doing something structured and somebody is telling them, do this and that. But it's all about these little hacks, these little things that I'm throwing out here. I've been doing this my whole life. I've always kind of had a funny way in my head of getting things done or figuring a workaround when the normal way wasn't working for me. But anyhow, who knows? Maybe just these methods are just something that work in my crazy old head. But I hope there was something a little bit helpful in there. Establish yourself a routine. If you like this one, please give me a thumbs up, and I will see you again tomorrow. Love you guys. Peace.